Hi, welcome to Elaine Enlightening's video blog number 38. Yesterday I shared my medical miracle, and today we're going to take today's lesson in Course in Miracles, lesson 28. Above all else, I want to see things differently, which is a little bit different from yesterday's. It gets a little more specific, a little bit different from the last video blog. It is helping us to let go of our own ideas of what we see. So as you apply this to different things in your subjects, different things you see in your environment throughout the day, you want to take a couple of minutes to do that and do it slowly as you repeat this and say, insert whatever this thing is you want to see differently. And you don't want to be discriminating about what you choose. I did this yesterday and it was very powerful as I applied the lesson. Because of my surgical procedure that I had, I'm a little day behind now, but I applied this lesson and it was very powerful. I spent a lot of time on the road yesterday, and so I tuned into what was going on and what emotions that I had and tapped on those, and it was pretty powerful. And as I've said before, this is the second time I've gone through the Course in Miracles lessons and applied them in my daily life. And it's really amazing the shifts that are happening now. It's not just the fact that I'm doing the lessons themselves. It's also because of the method that I've learned from my mentor, Erica Awakening. She created holistic belief reprogramming. And this is how I've learned to integrate these concepts into my life, how to tap on them. And this is how I help other people as well, which I'm very passionate about, this method that I've been trained in. So in keeping with yesterday on the lesson, as well as in keeping with the actual body things, I'm going to go ahead and focus on seeing something else in my body that I've seen as a problem. I want to see that differently. So it may seem kind of strange, but I'm going to take the subject of scoliosis, which I'm going to repeat this phrase, and I'm going to think about my spine and the curvature in it, and I'm going to say the statement, above all else, I want to see this scoliosis differently. And as I've done that and applied that, I realized that there's some obviously deeper lessons here. Our bodies are learning mechanisms which will take us back to God, and everything can be transformed. So obviously it's pretty obvious I want to have my scoliosis transformed, right? Healed. And this has created a lot of issues and imbalances in my muscles, my bones, and my body in general. Now, I've been guided and led intuitively to a wonderful person who does body work, and she has really, really helped me a lot in just a few weeks. And so I'm going to stick with this particular method because it's really helping my body. And of course, it's a way I'm going outside myself to get help, but this is also helping me to tune into my own body. As I've tuned into what this scoliosis really is about, it's really a lot about trust. Okay, so I have a long history of not feeling like I can trust people. This is definitely my perception. This is what we're wanting to heal, is our own perceptions of the world, because they limit us. Okay, they what hold us back. They keep us from seeing the light in ourselves and others. So as I apply this to scoliosis, or let's say as in the lesson, a wall, you want to see it differently. You may think, well, I don't really understand why I'd want to see it differently, but that's okay. Just by saying these powerful words, you're opening yourself up to a new understanding. Now, if we were willing to totally let go of our own ideas about the wall or about my spine, completely let go of the past, then it would be healed, and I would have a new perception. It can happen as quickly as we're ready. I'm going to do a little tapping today on this whole issue that I've created in my life of trust. And I tuned into that quite a bit yesterday while I was applying this lesson to what was going on for me in the moment. And like I said, I did quite a bit of tapping on it. So let's just get started on that. I'm going to lead you through this so you can tap on the same things I am and repeat after me, or you can tune into something else and change the words while we're tapping, or you can just allow your mind to make the parallel and allow yourself to see what else in your life you'd like to see differently. It could be physical, it doesn't have to be. Okay? If it is physical, it might be easier to tune into. You might already have something come to your mind. Just trust your intuition of what it is that you would want to tune into. So we take a deep breath before we get started so we can tune into our bodies and get grounded. Okay, so by doing this, I'm going to be showing you how in just a couple of minutes in a short round we can tap on all of our perceptions of something. And by being really honest about it, we can open ourselves up to letting go of our perception. So I'll be incorporating this lesson. Even though I can't trust people to be there physically for me or emotionally, I deeply, completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I have this long-standing pattern that I can't trust people, and I'm afraid I'm going to be alienated again. So I'll just push people away because I don't know how to trust. I choose to be more powerful anyway. Let's go to the top of the head. Even though there's a part of me that believes I can't trust people, I can't trust things, I can't trust God. Lots of experiences in the past to show that I can't trust. I'll just be abandoned again, either physically or emotionally, or both. I can't trust people to support me in my business or in my personal life. I feel all alone. A part of me wants to be all alone. That's why I alienate people. And a part of me knows that's why I feel alienated by others. So many things don't seem to work out very well for me. People cut me off while I'm driving. I don't feel respected. People die on me or emotionally alienate me and physically alienate me. So many people. There's a lot of fear here. I don't want to get attached to anyone. They're just going to leave me anyway. Death seems inevitable. That's what they taught me. People will withdraw their love and affection. So I might as well just be all alone. I ask God and the angels, above all else, to help me to see. My scoliosis differently, my lack of trust of other people differently, my belief that I can't trust God, that people die, Part of me knows these are all limits that I've set on myself, and so I've placed them on others too. Above all else, I want to see all these things differently, but I honestly don't know how this will ever change. I must have decided wrongly, because I'm not at peace. I made the decision myself to think that I have to fix everything by myself. I can't trust anybody to be there for me. Part of me thinks I had to take on too much responsibility. Too young. I want to see things differently because I want to be at peace. I do not feel guilty because the Holy Spirit will undo all the consequences of my wrong decisions if I will let Him. I choose to let Him by allowing Him to decide for God for me. Okay, take a deep breath. I'm just going to see what Course in Miracles brings me here, a random passage. We're going to finish on that. The truth itself needs no defense, but you do need defense against your own acceptance of the gift of death. When you who are truth accept an idea so dangerous to truth, you threaten truth with destruction. And your defense must now be undertaken to keep truth whole. The power of heaven, the love of God, the tears of Christ, and the joy of His eternal Spirit are marshaled to defend you from your own attack. For you attack them, being part of them, and they must save you, for they love themselves. The holy instant is a miniature of heaven, sent you from heaven. It's a picture too, set in a frame. Yet if you accept this gift, you will not see the frame at all, because the gift can only be accepted through your willingness to focus all your attention on the picture. The holy instant is a miniature of eternity. It's a picture of timelessness set in a frame of time. If you focus on the picture, you will realize that it was only the frame that made you think it was a picture. Without the frame, the picture is seen as what it represents. For as the whole thought system of the ego lies in its gifts, so the whole of heaven lies in this instant, borrowed from eternity and set in time for you. For here is only healing, already complete and perfect. For here is God, and where He is, only the perfect and complete can be. take a deep breath. That was really beautiful. That was what we ended up with, so I'm very grateful. It's always great to see what we get when we tap randomly on A Course in Miracles quote or section. Okay, so we're going to let that integrate. Have a blessed day. Elaine Enlightening, taplightunlimited.com. Bye-bye.